Bengar draws his severed leg. That's one of the best pieces of writing I've ever seen in my life. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Epic Tavern, where all is well in the mulligan today. Murgle has been a little bit fatigued. He took some time in our brand new bathhouse. I'm not surprised Murgle is a little tired, seeing as she set fire to an entire village last time. We're going to be keeping our eye on Murgle. I have questions about Murgle's state of mind these days. Everything is in stock. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the fairy water and actually, I say the house ale. Is that even? It is on the menu. Okay, I'm getting to the point where I'm not sure what's on the menu and what isn't, but both of those are on the menu. We'll get a few of those ordered. Let's crack open the doors here. Murgle, my exhausted pyromaniac, air quotes, friend. You've got a bit of a level up. Okie dokie. I am actually now reluctant to boost you up in fire magic because you burned everything, Murgle. Everything. You're getting a little dark, but we will throw at least 1 point into that. We'll put a point into spycraft, and how about some more? Put a couple into locks and traps. That's gotta come in handy at some point. Anyone else kicking around with a level up that I need to know about? No, but Elaine here wants to have a word. Yes, Elaine, what can I do for you? You've always enjoyed archery and understood how hunting provided our livelihood, but looking down at that dead deer, and you'll tell me more about this at a distant point in the future. Okay, let's get some drinks served around here. And our all-star adventurer Bartholomew, you have a quest for us. Help Murgle destroy Littleshire. Are you serious? How about a hard no on that? Let's actually go with may cooler heads prevail. Yeah, let's back this off. Let's pump the brakes on Murgle's genocide, if we could, please. Yeah, I don't know what this will entail, but we're gonna go with may cooler heads prevail. She's gone too far and must be stopped. Oh, pretty big difficulty on that, too. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and agree. She's gone too far and must be stopped. Elona, you'd like some fairy water. It's made from real fairies. And Ursel has something to say. You're not my favorite, Ursel, but every now and then you pull it through. Diplomacy is a battle not so different from those who fought on the bloodiest of fields. No, it's very different, Ursel. You don't really understand the difference between diplomacy and flat-out hardcore warfare. You're not really getting that, Ursel. It's fine. You know what? You just have another drink. New patron ? Would like some barbecue rat. Good. I'm trying to run that down. Dramamine. Anyway, I'm trying to run that down so I can put something more expensive on the menu. So please eat up. And Ursel, you'll also have some rat, as will literally everyone else in the place. Yeah, Sugarherk here wants to be hired. I don't completely hate the idea. You have all the skills, which is nice. I like it when you come in armed with a little bit of everything, but I don't have any spots open right now. However, Dramamine here would like to be welcomed. Welcome. Love what you do with the motion sickness thing. Bart, what do you want to talk to me about? You can talk to me about anything, man. You're cool. I'm quite the disappointment. You are not. You stop that talk right now, Barty. No, you are one of my all-stars. My family expected so much more of me. Our ways value courage and fearlessness, and you have displayed all of that. You got nothing to prove with me, Bart. Well, that'll do it for the day. Let's see what we're gonna do tonight. Oh, right, we've got to get the B-team home from the abominable snow ape. I forgot you guys were out and about. What could we pick off that we've been sitting on for a while? This spooky harvest. We've been sitting on that for ages. It's no surprise a social one, seeing as literally everyone but one is social. Okay, let's tag that one if we could. Alright, well, you know what, Grunson, you can go out. Who's my most social? Catrice can usually hold her own. Ursel will take you out, because it is literally your job to be social. I might bring Elaine on just for the XP. No, I'm bringing Bartholomew because he just shines all the time, and we'll bring out Catrice. Murgle, I'm concerned about you, so you're not going anywhere right now. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. So we're off to deal with Crossover Eve, the mystical, spooky holiday. Drinking in it in, Grunson meets a charming stranger, and apparently this is a thing we've got to deal with. Alright, well, Catris has already dealt with it. Bartholomew, as usual, comes through. Ursel, yeah, great. We needed you to talk to someone, Ursel. You're a diplomat, and you failed at that. Thank you, Grunson. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Who knew haylofts were so comfortable? Ooh, a little late-night action for Grunson. That's fine. You know what? You take your time, man. You've earned it. A swarm of rats boils out of the sewer. Oh, dear. That's no good. Thankfully, Catris is going to help out with that. Bartholomew, of course, helps out with that. Ursel... This is not where you're gonna shine, and you didn't. I was correct. And Grunson. Oh, Grunson, a rare miss from Grunson there. Catris leads the party to the second story of the nearest building, where they wait out the flash sewer flood that drove the rats out. Alright, are we here? I think we're here. I've read quite extensively about the Lost Menagerie, Bartholomew says. Fascinating place. With each full moon, the menagerie appears outside a village for a single night, always shrouded in fog. At dawn, it vanishes, taking with it any visitors who remain. Oh, are we going to remain? Can we go somewhere else? Crossover Eve is their biggest night, with the carnival appearing outside the city proper. As the heroes round a bend, they see tendrils of mist snaking across the road, growing deeper ahead. Catris shakes her head. Spending Crossover Eve at a haunted carnival that traps you within forever if you don't get out by morning. Yeah, you're right. That, Now that you say it out loud, Catris, that sounds like a completely terrible idea, but at least you're in with a 7 there. Oh, a rare miss from Bartholomew, not a rare miss from Ursel, and Grunson just pulls it out at the end. As long as we leave by dawn, we'll be fine. I know a guy who went a couple of years ago, and he didn't end up trapped there forever, so I think it's safe. Oh, yeah, third-person stories always end up well. Joining hands, the adventurers step into the fog bank, unable to see anything through the impenetrable mist. Calliope music from ahead guides their course until they step through to the other side and are assaulted by a rich cacophony of sights, sounds, and smells. A night of revelry awaits. In the line outside the Lost Menagerie, the heroes meet a sickly old man from Tasselberg by the name of Alfred, who says this will be his 600th trip to the menagerie. Ursel asks what it is keeps him coming back every full moon. This is where my heart lives. Okay, 600 years you've been doing this, or at least I assume it's every year. Welcome, heroes and villains alike, to the Crossover Eve extravaganza, bellows Ringmaster Alzabar Pandemonium. Catris, able to see through the illusions, blanches as she gazes upon Alzabar's true face. Worms crawl through the Ringmaster's decaying flesh, and a pair of swirling black vortices fill his eye sockets. Oh dear, that's less fun. Alzabar winks at the paladin. Oh good, this is going to end well. The heroes reach the front of the line and are escorted to the first attraction, the House of Mirrors. There's a prize hidden within, but most will be lucky to escape the maze with their sanity intact. Oh good. We'll look forward to that. Catris, what you got? Okay, good start, Catris. Well done. Bartholomew, great, good job there. Ursel? Oh, Ursel. Yay, you got 2 points. I bet you're well pleased about that. And Grunson fails miserably. Trust me, I know a little something about pathfinding, Catris says. The key to a maze is just picking a wall and staying on it until you reach the exit. And apparently you did. And we got a Crossover Eve coin. Ooh, I wonder what that does when it's at home. Okay, well now what? Step right up to the ultimate test of strength, a strong woman bellows. Ring the bell and win a prize. An enormous barbarian by the name of Burkhart slams the hammer down on the target with a feral roar, sending the puck upwards toward the bell and falling just short. Who's next? Well, none of us. I mean, we're not really cut out for this, although, as usual, Bartholomew will probably do it. Yep, of course. Oh, Ursel, there's your 1 again. Yay, Ursel. You're really just here for the XP, man. Grunson, well done, Grunson. Nicely done there. I've always wanted to try one of these, Bartholomew says, hefting the hammer and looking up at the bell. The barbarian winds up and strikes the target with tremendous force, sending the puck up, and just short of the bell. Party receives a prize for reaching the top zone. Got a haunted hammer. We're getting all sorts of neat stuff out of this. What do we got now? The heroes stop to watch an acrobat show, led by a magnificent ballerina, Isabella Solier, whose eyes never leave Alfred, the old man they met earlier. He watches the performance enwrapped with tears streaming down his cheeks. The show ends and the ballerina is led away, looking back at Alfred as she goes. Isabella was afraid to visit the Lost Menagerie, but I dismissed her concerns, Alfred says in a voice thick with regret. I convinced her to come to this accursed place that claimed her 50 years ago when a gypsy's trick kept her past dawn. For 50 years I've searched for a way to free her, aging and soon dying as she stays young and beautiful and trapped here alone forever. Well, she's not really alone, Alfred. I mean, there's a whole carnival going on there. I'm sure she's made friends at this point. It's been 50 years. You kind of can't not make friends if you're trapped with people for 50 years. I'm sure she's fine. She may have indeed forgotten about you. It's entirely possible. Catrice weighs in there. Bartholomew gets the job done. Even Ursel finally gets something done around here. It's a social. You've actually succeeded in what you're supposed to be good at. And Grunson fails miserably. The heroes can comfort Alfred while awaiting the start of the next show. He shakily presses an ornate key into Grunson's palm. I'm an old man and my time draws short. My lab in Tasselberg contains my research on the Lost Menagerie. Ooh. It is yours to do with what you will. And I will, I assure you, sir. Who among you is brave enough to learn your fate from Madame Grimstone? A heavily muscled barker calls from the entrance to a tent covered with arcane symbols. But be warned, her readings don't just predict your destiny, they guide it. Okay, guide away here. Heroic from Ursel. Oh, you're trying to prove yourself, aren't you, man? I see what you're doing there. Okay, and Grunson does just fine there. The heroes step through the curtain and see a woman whose weary eyes betray her youthful exterior. When prompted, Grunson throws a handful of bone dust from a decanter into a small iron brazier. I see a powerful protective artifact, soon to be yours, she decrees, giving each of them a crossover Eve mask and sending them on their way. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff there. Netherkin mask, old man mask, shimmering ghost mask, and spider mask. I hope this is all like stuff we can equip ourselves later. That would be nice. Awful young to be out here all by yourself, Catrice says to a young boy sitting alone outside the tent of Etna, the two-headed woman. The boy Elliot shakes his head, sniffling. I'm fine, and after tonight I'll be immortal, and no one will ever hurt me again. Okay, you're troubling already. Oh, alright, Not quite so much with that team, huh? Heroes attempt to talk Elliot out of running off to join the cursed circus fails so spectacularly, the child nearly convinces Catrice to stay as well. Better keep an eye on her come daybreak. Catrice lost a little there. That was terrible. We just really fumbled that one. Okay, now what? Dozens of visitors gather around an enormous campfire. An ancient witch, Freya Blackwood, stands before them, seemingly unbothered by the flames licking at her back. She cackles, "It's story time, kiddies. Who amongst you has a scary crossover Eve tale to tell? Entertain the crowd and win a prize." I want a prize. I won. Grunson entertains the crowd with a detailed recap of the War of the Infernal Breach, when the Netherkin first opened the Flaming Gate some 14 centuries ago, and were eventually repelled by a group of heroes led by the first Mage College Chancellor, Heinrich Moltenscar. For his tale, the lore expert is awarded the Dead Man's Amulet. Yeah, we are cleaning up in the stuff department around here. Old Freya's got a special treat for each of you tonight, the witch cackles, untying an enormous sack. Step forward, tell me what crossover Eve means to you, and draw a prize. I want a prize. Actually, we've already got a bunch of prizes. You can keep your prize. It's totally fine. Ursel fails miserably, and Grunson brings it on home. Crossover Eve is a night when the living play at death and the dead come out to play, Catrice says. What's not to love? Freya is satisfied with her response, and the paladin randomly selects a recipe for a new beverage. Ooh, a margarita. I like the sound of that. Oh, we'll definitely be putting that on the menu. Now what? Ranged combat. Oh dear. Step right up to the haunted headsman's axe throw, the axe-wielding barker calls the party. Simplest game in the world. See those jack-o'-lantern scarecrows? All you have to do is split 3 of their heads with a throwing axe. Did I mention they will be attacking you? Because they totally will. Catrice, you've got the magic bow, and you failed. Right. I actually really needed you to succeed there. Thank God Bartholomew's here to bring it home. And Grunson, how about you? Great. There we go. Grunson steps forward, nervously getting a feel for the throwing axes. "Begin!" the barker yells, and the animated scarecrows rush forward. The barbarian splits one pumpkin head, then another, but is swarmed and dragged to the ground before he can get the third. Not bad, presenting the runner-up prize, the Executioner's Axe. This is just the Monty Hall of Epic Tavern. A crowd gathers to watch a performance by the stunningly beautiful fire breather, Lilith Nightsbane. I require a volunteer from the audience. Okay, which one of us is volunteering here? Apparently, every single darn one of us. Lilith extends a hand to Grunson and pulls him from the crowd to a chorus of cheers. The fire breather provides a quick lesson, then has him try it. Although nervous at first, Grunson successfully blasts a gout of flames into the night sky. For overcoming his fear of fire, Grunson gains the trait Brave. Good job, Grunson. Outside a performance tent, the heroes see their new elderly friend Alfred dancing close with his beloved Isabella. 50 years of separation, seeing each other just once a month. Oh, the carnival's once a month. Oh, right, because it's every full moon. I get it now. That's why you've been coming so long. And their love remains true, Catra says, turning away to hide her tears. Aww. With an eye on the sinking moon, the heroes wait in line to spend a few moments with lost loved ones at the Well of Souls. Many tears are shed, and the heroes venture on with the blessing of their ancestors. Oh dear, but not quite. We need one more team to take part in the craziest obstacle course this side of the Flaming Gate. The Crossover Eve Zombie Crawl, the barker bellows, spotting the heroes. Now there's a rough and ready crew. Yeah, mostly except Ursel. He's neither rough nor ready, in fact. Rule number 1 is no weapons or magic. I think we could broadly do that. And there is no rule number 2. Okay, Catra's failing miserably. Bartholomew, failing miserably. Ursel gets a 2. Thanks, Ursel. Oh, thank God for Grunson. Okay, go, 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 Ursel yells as they slog through the mud. Flanked by teams from rival taverns, the Thieves' Den and the Hungry Huntsman, Grunson slips an attempted tackle by one of the Huntsman's poachers, but the Den are first to the obstacle, a balance beam surrounded by zombies. While they tangle with the undead, our heroes sneak past and take the lead. With their competitors close behind, the heroes scramble over a rock pile and toward the second obstacle, a crawl through a zombie-infested mud pit covered with barbed wire. Whose idea was this? Again, broadly mine. Actually, I'm in charge of most of this around here. The adventurers crawl straight into a trio of snarling zombies that slow their progress dramatically. Despite an attempt by the Thieves' Den member to entangle Grunson's leg in a barbed wire, the heroes are able to crawl through with a narrow advantage intact. The heroes rush forward, clinging to a narrow lead. Ahead lies a 15-foot wooden wall with a single rope hanging down the center. Okay, I'm hoping, Bartholomew, as usual, has just rocked this out for us. Grunson, well done, everyone. Good job, team, there. Even you're one, Ursel. Even you're one. The heroes reach the wall first, and Bartholomew helps boost his teammates up and over, but Burkhart from the Den grabs the rope and starts throwing haymakers at anyone who approaches. Bartholomew backs up a few steps, sprints forward, and leaps up where Grunson grabs his hand and pulls him over. The heroes maintain their lead with one obstacle left. With the other two squads hot on their heels, the heroes rush toward the final obstacle and leap into a giant mud pit loaded with zombies. Oh, spiffy. We'll look forward to that. Oh, nice start there, Catras. Nice little heroic. And a heroic from Bartholomew. Unnecessary, but appreciated. Ursel, well done. And Grunson. Good job, team. Splashing through the mud with the Den close on their heels, the heroes are first to hit the wall of zombies near the finish line. Keep moving, Bartholomew yells, dragging Ursel and the 3 zombies clinging to him across the finish line to take first place. And for that, we've received a severed leg. With dawn fast approaching, the heroes spot Alfred and offer him their arm for the trip home. He shakes his head with a quiet cough. Not this time. I'm doing what I should have done on that terrible night 50 years ago. What I should have done when I was young and beautiful too. I was sure I'd be able to save her, though. I was so close, just ran out of time. If I can't free my dear Isabella from hell, I will join her there. That's a good plan. Yeah, I'd probably go along that route. You're not wrong there. At the Falling's Edge, the heroes find Ringmaster Alzabar Pandemonium awaiting them. He smiles at Catras, who sees through his magical glamour to the festering corpse beneath. Leaving so soon? Yes, I am. Yeah, that's kind of the point of this. We've come here, we've done what we wanted to do, we got a bunch of loot, and we are out of here. Yeah, there's that whole thing with sunrise and eternal damnation, and well, you know the drill, Catra says. Alzabar chuckles and dips into a sweeping bow. Right you are. Do come see us again when you can stay just a bit longer. All right, we are out of there. That was a long night. Leslie, an old friend of Bartholomew, hails the party from afar as they travel along their path. After exchanging pleasantries, Les delves into detail regarding his health problems for nearly an hour, while Bartholomew listens politening. Politening? Even politely. Beginning to lose his patient, Grunson decides to intervene, and we've successfully intervened. Thinks better of it and holds his tongue. After Les finally leaves, a minor deity in the form of a ghast appears in a flash of light. That was a singularly impressive display of patience. I henceforth declare you all to be saints. Oh, if only it were that easy, and bestow upon you my blessing. Right, we're blessed, we're brave, we've got tons of loot. Can we just get home and check some of this stuff out? No, not quite. We've got yet another axe-throwing competition to do, and Catrus just threw an axe into the other town, I think. Into the other town. Probably hit somebody over there. It's not easy being this good, but someone's got to do it, and it actually was not you, Grunson. I'm just saying if we can convince the monsters to come here to get killed, we can save ourselves a lot of traveling. You ain't wrong there, Bart. Yeah, we got like a zillion things for that. Coins and hammers and a lot of masks and a severed leg and an axe. We're going to have a lot of loot to go through tomorrow, but let's see if we can bring the B team home. The abominable snow ape. Let's see if we can get the guys back to the Mulligan. We'll break camp. And how far? We are actually very far away. As the party walks along the river, Salmon jump and splash heading upstream. Yeah, okay, fine. Thank you. Appreciate that. What else you got for me apart from fish? A vendor flags down Bengar, then glances around in all directions before leaning in close and whispering, "You look like the type who could appreciate a once-in-a-lifetime deal." Oh, you picked the right guy to con. Bengar is not the brightest bulb on the tree. He's mostly about hitting things, if we're honest. And indeed, he's very clearly fallen for your con, as has General. Durgrim brings in the heroic, and I appreciate that, man, but kinda needed a little bit more. Even Flimflam fails. Magic seeds, Bengar says. You know what? This is just par for the course. Bengar would totally fall for the magic seeds guy. Forking over the gold before Zigzag can stop him, Bengar vows to find just the right place to plant them. I bet you will, Bengar. You go with that. Heroes happen upon an appleberry tree with a sign reading, "Beware, do not pick these appleberries." Bengar, I'm not even sure you can read. No, apparently you can't. General, got a 1. Neat. Durgrim, got a 9. I desperately need you to nail this, Flimflam. Oh, God. You guys are so the B team. Durgrim thinks the sign is a joke. "You can't tell me what to do," he says, plucking a fruit from the tree and taking a big old bite, and he feels funny. And he's poisoned. Oh, good one. Good one, Durgrim. Well done. Good thing we've got the infirmary, I guess. All right, we gonna make it home? We're gonna make it home. Okay, super. Yeah, no surprise, Durgrim is going to need a little time in the infirmary. Go ahead and check yourself in there. That wasn't your character portrait, by the way. You've been poisoned, you very, very silly person, you. House ale and the sparkling water came in. How's the rest of my stock? Do I still have the basic mead on the menu? I do. I should probably get like one of those. Okay, everything else is broadly pretty good. What I really want to do is check out all the new gear we got. Well, Ursel, I brought you along for the XP, and that worked out just fine. You do indeed level up from here. I'm going to give you a point in combat, because God knows you need it, a point in diplomacy, 2 points in diplomacy, and another one in stealth. Stealth does come up fairly frequently. Who else has got a level up over here? Who's hiding over in the corner? Who is that? Is that Bartholomew? It is. Oh, another level up from you. You are the man, Bartholomew. Okay, where am I going to put 5 points into you? You have so many options. Let's kind of beef up your mind skills a little bit. 1 into endurance. And how about 1 into... Oh, combat healing has never come up, but I'm going to keep putting points into it anyway, because it sounds super handy. Oh, level ups all over the place. General, my Land pirate. Again, that's just a fancy term for a mugger. Alright, you are leveled up. You have skills in everything, which I do appreciate. Let's start beefing the lower ones up. Let's put a little bit into medic and a little bit into perception. There you go. Anyone else sitting on a level up? No? Okay, let's see if we can check out some of this gear. No, I tell a lie. Grunson's got a level up too. Let's see if we can deal with that. I will serve you a beer in a little bit. I kind of prefer... Alright, you won't level up until you get a beer. Okay, I see where we're going with this, Grunson. There we go. That's a little better. You get a little ale in you, and now you're all set to level up. You are actually broadly very good, Grunson. For the few times that you fail, you are actually pretty skilled in many things. I'm going to give you a point in ranged weapons. That comes up more often than I think it does. How about we just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Beef up some of your lower level skills there. Okay, back to the gear issue. So, I don't know, general, for argument's sake. Accessories. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff now. Okay, Dead Man's Amulet. What do you do for a living? Leadership +4. Okay. Mountaineering +1 on the coin. Scouting +3 on the overboard book. Woodland Mastery. We've seen the negative space. We've got that. Now, are none of those other things that we've got actual items? That's interesting, because we got a ton of stuff. What are we then going to do with, like, the severed leg, for argument's sake? What exactly do we do with the severed leg? Is that a weapon? It is a weapon. Okay. So that's melee +5 and partying +2 if you beat someone with a severed leg. Executioner's Axe, melee +4. That is sweet. Haunted Hammer, melee +3. Okay, who doesn't have a decent weapon right now? You just have a regular hammer. Well, let's get you... Wow, we actually got a bunch of weapons kicking around. How about you had Vengeance, just for argument's sake? Do I have any different... Oh, here's some more of them. All of those masks are armor. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Mountaineering up. Stealth up. Very good. Spycraft up. Is Ursel the one who excels in spycraft? I think he is. And partying +4. You know what, Elaine? Why don't you have the Netherkin mask? You can just be party +4. Go for it. Knock yourself out, kid. No, Ursel has diplomacy. No surprise, because he is a diplomat. But if you say had... What was it? Spycraft +4. Why don't you have that? You're not wearing anything good anyway. You've just got the regular old robe on. And you can have a decent weapon here. Why don't you have... Sure, the Haunted Hammer. Why not? And what if we got an accessories kicking around? Several, actually. Leadership +4 for the amulet, or... Yeah, broadly yes. Broadly yes, because that'll... keep you boosting up in your social, which is literally what you are here for. Bengar, you are actually the guy who hits people, and you don't have a weapon. You don't have a weapon. Okay, let's get you a weapon. The abominable snow ape Fang. Melee up, partying up. No, I think flat out, Bengar is going to beat people to death with a severed leg. That's just Bengar all day. And it's partying +2. He's going to really love that. There you go, Sparky. You've got a severed zombie leg that you're going to beat people to death. It's just you. It's you. What kind of armor could I throw on you? Vestments is just what we got rid of. Robe is what we got rid of. Why don't you have the spider mask? You're going to have a spider mask on, and you're going to beat people to death with a severed leg. I'm just liking you more and more already, Bengar. And my bestest buddy, Bartholomew, does not have any armor. So how about you had the ghost mask, stealth +4, no harm in having that. That is just fine. I think that is broadly everyone. I don't have any other armor. Nope, the armor's all taken up. Is there anyone who might be missing a better weapon? Aha, Grunson. Oh, Grunson, I've got some stuff for you. Why don't you have the Executioner's Axe? Don't have any better armor for you. Sorry about that. Murgle. Now, I'm very concerned about giving you a weapon, Murgle. But you do seem to prefer the cudgel as your weapon of choice. I would prefer you didn't. Why don't you have the abominable snow ape Fang? There you go. I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned about how, giving someone who is clearly having issues a weapon, a powerful weapon. But here we are. That should be everything given out. Do I have any different accessories? No, I've got a few accessories left. Who doesn't have a decent accessory, or indeed any accessory at all? Aha! Flimflam, you do not. What would you like? Coin for mountaineering, book for scouting, or negative space? Have the book. Try and read. And Elaine and General do not have an accessory, and I think I've just got 2 left. You can have the coin, and General, come here, General. Thank you. You can have the negative space. That should be everything allocated. I think anyone who is missing something has something, and we'll keep an eye out for some more gear in the future. Yeah, it looks like Grunson's got a quest to tell us about this. He heard this from a talking cat. Well, that's good enough for me. That's fine. Winterflame Workshop. The rescued netherling Flustercap. Oh yeah, we got you from somewhere. I don't immediately remember where, but I remember your name. It's desperate to get home to Winterflame Workshop and resume toy making. Okay, we could have a think about that. And, there's all sorts of things going on here. Arab, you want to be welcomed. Yeah, you're another fire mage. We kind of do that already. Admittedly in a very dark and disturbing way, but we kind of do that. And you're not really very good at anything else. That is pretty much your only thing. That is basically your only thing. I think we're gonna... Oh, no, I did want to welcome you. I'm sorry, you are welcome. I mean, your money is welcome here. But we're probably not going to look at hiring you. Bengar, what have you got to tell me? Unexpected gift. While the adventurers grumble about how the protection artifact promised by Madame Grimstone never turned up, lots of things have never turned up. The hero we were supposed to get ages ago has never turned up. A courier clears her throat to get their attention. Pardon me, good heroes, I was told to deliver this to the Mulligan. Oh, did we get a thing? And then they find a map of Valridge with an X marked at the base of a prominently forked tree. Okay, so treasure map. I could get down with that. Ilona, yeah, you want to get hired. We're not accepting applications right now. Oh, Sugarick wants to start telling me a story. I spent a few years living on the streets as another bud junkie. Thank you. Appreciate that. Murgle, the best thing I can do is just get you hammered, Murgle. That's it for the end of the day. Just a bunch of drink chains later to flesh out the rest of the day here at the Mulligan. What are we going to do today? What are we gonna do? I want to keep it simple, if only because the crossover Eve thing took for ages. Back in the muck of it. Yeah, I think we might go down this route. Now that everyone's better equipped, this might go a little bit better. We'll definitely take Bengar now that you've got your new weapon. And Bartholomew, you can come along because you're just awesome. I might take... It's ostensibly a mind thing, but that doesn't mean that other things aren't going to happen along the way. I'm going to bring Elaine along, mostly for the XP, and precariously Murgle, because Murgle excels in the whole mind thing. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah, you're dark and troubling. You are just... It's not okay, man. It's just not okay. Now, the next team... What's the MacGuffin hunt again? Oh, the Lost MacGuffin of Bayor. Right. Anything that might... No, nothing that'll give us an upgrade to the Mulligan. Remind me what lowering the boom is? Explosives to knock out the egg sac under Millstone. Yeah, right. Yeah, the whole spider thing. Okay. Zara Three Fingers. This might just be a get in and out thing, so we just gotta go chit-chat to somebody. So bring Grunson along on that, and bring Catrus along on that. Come on. Where's Ursel? Come on. You're slightly better at talking to people now thanks to the artifact, so you may as well get in there. And Oddjob, you can come along for that one too. Well, let's see if this is just running in and out. Maybe just have a quick chat with Three Fingers here and get out of there, except there's the village overrun with the undead. Yeah, that's less good than chit-chatting to someone. I don't really have the team for a lot of heavy combat, although we are making it happen here. After the heroes are finished, the village is now the full of the properly dead. Excellent. We've reinterred some people. Good job, us. Yeah, we're right here. Yeah, call that an explosion. Zara chides her apprentice as the heroes approach the artillery range. She calls home. She looks up and meets Catrus's gaze, the humor leaving her face. What do you be wantin' with me? Okay, Ursel, this is your time to shine. well done. Thank you. This is actually why you're here, is talking to people. And everyone did well there. Millstone is in grave danger, Catrice explains. Giant bugs lurk beneath its streets, and we have located the egg sac that's churning them out. Got anything that'll help us ruin their day? I bet you do. I bet you do. And we're just out of there. Okay, we're just leaving. Fair enough. The adventurers see a weretrout drinking. Yes, we've kind of done this one before. Yes, do weretrout pee in the ocean? They probably do. I'm sure they probably do. Huge successes there for people. Massive successes. And it just wouldn't be getting back to the Mulligan unless an elderly orc woman hugged us. Yes, thank you for that. I appreciate that. A little bit of XP for that one. So nothing really going there. We just kind of progressed the story along, please. Potion pollution back in the muck of it. Now, the Sword of A-Team is Bengar. Bengar, you know what? You are dumb as a bag of bricks, but you're alright. Now, apparently Bartholomew's been slightly late night with the spouse of a mayor, and we've got to go deal with that nonsense. Yeah, Lane, you didn't really come together there, did you? But Bartholomew did. Thank you for that heroic. Well done. Even Bengar chipped in there, Elaine. You watching that? After some fast talk and a promise never to darken the mayor's bedroom again, Bartholomew is let off with a warning. How far away is this? Oh, it's right up there. Okay. Finally dressed man with an ogre bodyguard interrupts the party on the road, claiming Murgle owes him a large debt. That would not surprise me. You know what? You can have it. Her. Whatever. I have my own suspicions about Murgle, but Bartholomew ain't having it. Bartholomew just rocks that on out. Even Bengar once again chips in, recalling the loan she owes the man. Murgle negotiates a small extension, then convinces him to lend her a bit more. You are something, Murgle. Pausing for a bit of brief rest, the heroes stumble upon a giant spider's lair. That seems to happen a lot around here. Bengar draws his severed leg. That's one of the best pieces of writing I've ever seen in my life. I've heard spiders aren't great eating, but I'd give my left leg for one right about now. And indeed you will. Technically, it's somebody else's left leg, but Bengar, what do you bring into this party? Oh, Bengar, you and the severed leg might be my new favorites. The heroes fall upon the giant spider, quickly slaughtering it without mercy. Party enjoys a feast. I think Bengar should get the lion's share of that one. A gust of wind is followed by a terrible cracking noise as a nearby tree. Okay, we're gonna get hit by a tree. A heroic 4 from Murgle. Murgle, can't you just set fire to the tree? You set fire to everything else in the area. Noticing the precarious sway of the trees, Elaine maintains a wide berth. Okay, looks like we're pulling up to the property here. The heroes arrive to find Paladin Artemis Bornright and his knights dispatching the muck critters. Better luck next time, kids, he says to the Mulligan crew as he rides away with the gold. Oh dear. Since they've already made the trip, the heroes decide to take a look around for the source of the monsters. No, don't knock yourselves out, guys. I mean, if it's done, it's done. We could just go home if we wanted to do that. While walking around the outskirts of the village, the heroes hear something splash in the swamp. They rush to investigate, but find only a broken barrel and a set of footprints in the mud. Okay, bit of a mystery here. Adventurers waterskins low happen upon a stream. Is it safe to drink? Probably not, but we're going to go through this again anyway. Party boils the water. I don't think we made that the last time. I think we just drank dirty water. Bengar attempts to make dinner. Results are well short of edible, and we are staying the night here. Fair enough. And that is probably an excellent place to call it on Epic Tavern for today. Boy, we got a bunch of good gear. We are much better equipped than we were before we went to the spooky carnival. We'll have Durgrim in the infirmary for a little while, clearing up the whole poison thing, Durgrim. But apart from that, the Mulligan's doing pretty well right about now. So we'll pick up some more Epic Tavern next time. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Bugs are inherently stupid, and they get in places and they can't get out. You know what places they get in? Things that are wide open that don't have screens over them. It's a piece of mesh. We figured this out like 100 years ago. What is wrong with the British, the Irish? I'm just going to keep shooting Hildegard until she goes away, which is my response to most nuns, really. So now, the pit of death is carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen, polluted water, and urine. I've just made it just a little bit worse for everyone down here.